for A. Listen. Speaker 1.
Personally, I give money to my local shelter whenever I can. They rescue animals off the streets, take care of them, give them medical care, and find them happy homes. I got my cat Bruno from them. However, that's not all they do. They also help struggling pet owners. A while ago, Bruno needed medical treatment. It was very expensive, and there was no way I could afford it on my own. In the end, the shelter paid for most of it. Bruno is fine now, and I've never been able to forget how kind they were. After what they did for us, I promised I would help them whenever I could.
Speaker 2.
When I finished school, I travelled abroad for a year. I'll always remember a young girl I met who got very excited when she heard that I was going to university to become a teacher. She told me that she had always wanted to become a teacher too, but she had had to leave school at a very young age because it was too expensive. I felt so bad that I could achieve my dream and she couldn't. When I got home, I did some research and found a charity near where she lived which built schools and which also helped students with money issues. Hopefully, no other young people will have to give up on their dreams.
Speaker 3.
I try to be green, but I know that there are still ways I'm harming the planet. Unfortunately, it's not always easy to do the right thing. For example, I'd love to give up my car and use a greener form of transport, but I live out in the countryside and have no other way of getting to work. Since I can't live a perfectly green life, I try to give a bit of money each month to charities that work towards bigger environmental goals. It's not the ideal situation, but it's something.
Speaker 4.
When my grandmother was ill, it was a very difficult time for the whole family. There was no treatment and we felt helpless. We were exhausted by caring for her and we had no idea what to do. The charity I support gives money to different research teams to do research into many different illnesses, including the one my grandmother had. It also helps patients' families and gives them support with the challenging aspects of caring for someone who's ill, something I wish had been available for my family back then.
Speaker 5.
I always used to give money to international charities, but it never occurred to me to look at problems in my own town. My sister told me about this charity in our area that gives food to families who have difficulty putting food on the table. She kept telling me about all the good work it was doing, and soon I started donating as well. The charity doesn't actually ask for money, though. Instead, whenever I go shopping, I buy a few extra items of food and put them in the donation box outside the supermarket.